Hello, are you here for an appointment? Oh my god, you're the very first person in here all week, so this is very exciting. So you can take a seat in any of the chairs that you want, whatever one looks the most comfortable to you. If you have any reference pictures or anything, I can take a look at them and then we'll try and get this done for you. Don't worry, I'm just gonna put on some gloves really quick. I just have these ones. I just don't like touching people's hair. Yeah, I think it's kind of gross, so let's just go ahead, put these on. But what were you wanting to get done today? You have quite nice hair. Are you just wanting a trim or... Okay. I find this glove very difficult to put on. There we go. Let me take a look. Yeah, okay. I could see that working for you. Do you have any reference pictures or... Okay, so immediately I think that's AI. That's a celebrity. I have never seen them in my life. I think that's an AI. Well, I don't know how you would get that much volume in your hair. Hairspray? I don't know. Let's keep looking. Okay. Huh. I can't do any of these, I'm not gonna lie. Whether they're real or not, I'm not quite sure, but I do think that they're maybe above my pay grade. But what I can do is a little snip. Look, you're already here. I'm only gonna be taking off, what do you want, an inch? Just an inch? Smaller inch? So you want like a centimeter? Okay. Just getting my stuff here. Oh yeah, I've got some good supplies. We've got these scissors. They're from like a nail salon kit. I used to be a nail artist, but then there was a lawsuit. So I have a comb and I also have this little comb, which sometimes I use it for my mascara. But it'll be fine. We can use it for like really like teeny tiny little sections that we want to cut. And then we have the big bad boy. These are my scissors. Be very careful. Well, actually they're not that sharp. I bought them probably in 2018 and I haven't sharpened them. But like, they work perfectly fine, you know? And I think as you cut things, they like sharpen themselves. That's what I was sold on anyways. I'm gonna put that down as well on my little desk right here. Alrighty, let's just get started. First thing I'm gonna do is fix this middle part of yours. It's a little wonky. I just want to make sure that your hair is as even as can be. Oh, you like the side part. I mean, if that's what you like, but we're gonna cut it with the middle part, I think. You can change it up any which way when we're done here, okay? Don't worry about that. You can change it to be a side part all the way from your ear over, you know? It don't matter to me. You don't have lice, by the way, do you? Because the last person I cut, they had lice. It took a really long time to disinfect everything. So hopefully you're okay. And I did just touch this in your hair and then my hair. And I can't go back. I can't get it again. Anyways, the cutting part is going to be super easy. All I'm going to basically be doing is taking sections of the hair and then brushing it, combing it through. This is very professional technique. You brush it and then you take it with your fingers and then you sort of go like this. I just put the brush in my mouth. And I try and make it even. It looks a little bit difficult with your hair. You just have a bit of an odd texture, I feel like. Your hair. Brush it out. Okay, so what do you think of it so far? Do you like it? I know we've only done a little bit, but I just like to keep it up to date. Keep up to date with the customer. I like to make sure that they're enjoying it so far. Okay, perfect. Well, you won't find another salon be as cheap as I am. I'll tell you that much. Sadly, I kind of had to do it out of necessity. Less because I wanted to. But that's life. You know, some people have to work really hard. Some people are the underdog like me, you know? Then you really don't have anything to worry about. I have cut tens of people's hair. So you don't have anything to worry about as far as my expertise. I took an online class. Okay, I did just cut my glove, so if you see like a piece of garbage on yourself, might be what it is. Should I like put a new one on? Do you think that's like a big enough hole that like I might accidentally touch your hair with it? I don't know, I just feel like the way that people's hair feels is kind of weird. I just don't really like the way that it feels in like my hands and stuff. So hopefully I won't touch anything because I might squirm. But I feel like I'm starting to understand why people don't wear these types of gloves while cutting hair. I don't know. Okay, let's try and get some of this side. Okay, let's... Gosh, it is ever allergy season. But I'm going to be going for a walk today. I'm going to be going to the grocery store. I guess after this, I don't think I have any more appointments, and I doubt anyone's going to do a walk-in. And so, really no use, I guess, but I'm going to get some bread, probably an apple. I think I already have a tomato in the fridge. What else could I need? I think that's probably about it. Maybe I'll get like some sort of vegetable or something. I don't know. And then I'm gonna make some different food to eat. But it's been really hard because my dishwasher just broke. So I'm gonna have to wash all my stuff by hand. So I've been trying to think of like meals that don't need a lot of dishes to make. If you can think of anything, let me know. I'm thinking I could do like just toast with my bread with cream cheese and like a tomato. That's at least like food that's like easy to eat. And then I can use like cookie sheets and put tinfoil down because at least that's easier to clean than like a pot and a pan, you know, like those. I don't know. I'm just being lazy, I guess. I know it may look like I don't get any clients, partly because I don't, but I do work really hard. So I just feel like I don't have like enough time in the day to keep up with my other chores, you know, like laundry and vacuuming and sweeping. Other chores too, like keeping the bathroom clean, the garbage, the recycling. I have a cat, so obviously need to like make sure I'm taking good care of him. And so it can be a lot of work, you know? I'm gonna use those bad boys now. These ones, they're smaller, but I don't know, I just like using them. They have this like rubber grip, so they're quite nice. But anyways. And since I'm gonna have to like start washing my plates and stuff by hand, it just seems like more easy to just make easier meals, I guess. And like I've been trying really hard recently to actually eat 3 meals a day plus like a snack, because my doctor said I had to, so. So I've been trying to listen, but it's expensive and a lot of work. What have you been up to though? Tell me about yourself. I'd love to know. Tell me about your hobbies. Do you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, non-binary friend? Yeah, me personally, I haven't dated in years, ever since Johnny. Ever since Johnny. He broke my heart. I can't even talk about it without getting sniffles. Well, basically, okay, first of all, he cheated on me with my sister. It was terrible that she got pregnant. Then he chose them, okay? But then he cheated on her with someone else. You don't even want to know who, and it was really horrible. But somehow my sister was like able to be more sad despite me and Johnny having been together for 5 years, and her and Johnny were only together for 3, at least that I know of. But she was allowed to be like, you know, like take it like harder, right? It was her heartbreak about Johnny because she was pregnant. But then I don't even know if she was pregnant or if she was faking it, because her belly never grew. She could have been faking it, and I think that she was, and that's why she ran away to Turkey. I think it was to escape her lies. But yeah, it was just hard because I couldn't talk about it to anyone because everyone was like, well, what about your sister? It's really hard for her too. Duh, it's hard for her. But she was the one who made the mistake in the first place. Anyways, that's if it was even a real mistake. Or if it was just a fib. My sister was a bit of a pathological liar. She also did steal a lot. One time she stole my entire apartment while I was at my server job. I was working at a restaurant and I was waiting tables and I was so tired and I came home and I thought, wow, I'd love to sit down on my couch. But I didn't have one anymore. That's when she fled to Turkey and she kind of fled with all my stuff, which seems inconvenient. Like, it's probably cheaper to just go to Turkey and buy the stuff new. I think that she was just jealous. Well, you know, I've always been the harder working of the two. I've always been a bit of an entrepreneur, and I think that she was just kind of jealous of my work ethic. That, and I was always better at tax fraud than she was. She tried a few times and always got caught. But you didn't hear that from me. I hope that you don't work with the IRS. Okay, good, because my last client, I'm pretty sure they did. I think that's the only way that they actually figured out that I committed tax fraud. Like, I've been getting away with it for years. All of a sudden, this client comes in. Next day, I get a letter. which I don't know if they can send letters out that fast, so maybe it wasn't them. But knowing the higher ups, they probably can. They probably get like special postal privileges, which is unfair for the working guy. I want special postal privileges too. Your hair is looking so good, by the way. I'm really impressed with myself. I think I've outdone myself. I'm mostly just trimming off the split ends, which honestly, you don't really have too many. It's not terrible. I've seen way worse, but it's not ideal either. So we're just trying to go ahead and just chop off as much as necessary to get rid of those split ends. I think that that's the most important thing right now. Yeah. Well, it might be a little bit more than what you wanted, but that's okay because I know what I'm doing and you're gonna look gorgeous. Trust and believe. Okay, say a little prayer and you'll see it's gonna look really good. When's the last time that you got a trim? Okay. Well, the best part about my haircuts is they last extra long, I found. I've done scientific research on this. So you should be able to not have to cut your hair for like maybe like 8 months is my estimate based on what we've done for you today. So yeah, you don't have to worry about it for the next 8 months. Like, not only am I cheaper because you have to pay a lot less, but also you have to pay less frequently. You know, I'm not a scam artist, okay? I'm a realist. And I'm always gonna be there for the people who need it. And that's why I wanna, please the people who need it. Okay, actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and lightly fix up your hair a little bit. There's just a few things that I'm noticing that it's just not quite sitting down properly with my little comb. I just like using this, to be honest. I just find it fun. It's like a little rake. It's like your head is a garden, and I'm just like raking it, and I'm gonna plant little seeds inside of your head, and one of them will be a pumpkin, and then this one will be a squash, and then this one will be a gourd, and I can name him Gordon. Well, I guess you should have the right to name them since they're kind of your children. And then I can also like flip it over to this side. I don't know, I just find this fun maybe. Isn't it kind of fun? I just like this thing because it's like a really tiny brush. And I like miniatures. Okay, let's fix up your middle part again because I'm just noticing it's a little crazy. That's better. You know, you might change your mind. You might like the middle part more now that I've done it for you. I find that tends to be the case for a lot of people. They tend to like things more once I do it for them, you know? Okay, just smoothing it down a little bit. Your little baby hairs, trying to get those to lay still, flat. Okay. I'm just gonna go along the ends really quick with my, just kind of blend it. Any little flyaways, I'm just gonna kind of trim those, just clean the whole thing up. Back of the head. Hopefully I don't snip you. I did that one time, so I don't want to do it again. It was bad. Like, I mean, not like it was like bad for the other person. They were perfectly fine. They just like yelled at me, and I really don't like when people yell. It makes me kind of sad, you know. I started crying a little bit. Okay. Put that down. I think my vision has come to life. I think that you look perfect. I think I did an excellent job. And I think that you'll like it too. Maybe for the first time ever, a client will truly like what I've done with them. Take a look. I hope it looks good. If it doesn't, I don't offer refunds. But if you do like it, I do accept tips. And I really hope that in 8 months I'll see you again because you've been just the sweetest client.